One of the best things about AMG is that if it's presented with new technology, its first goal is to use it to make more power. More cylinders, more power. Supercharging or turbocharging, more power. And now with hybrid, guess what it's done? That's right, more power. This is the GT63S E-Performance, and it's the most powerful series production car AMG has ever produced. I'll give you a quick tour and then we'll hit the track to see how it drives. Before that, like the video, subscribe to the Car Sales channel, give us your thoughts in the comments below. The GT63S E-Performance has a lot of big numbers attached to it, and the $399,000 plus on-road cost price tag is one of them. That slightly undercuts its most obvious rival, the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, but if you want a fast limo at the moment, you're spoiled for choice. The Bentley Flying Spur is also offered as a hybrid, but there is a growing number of pure electric players like the BMW i7 M70, Porsche Taycan Turbo S and AMG's own EQS 53. This is the business end. The 4-litre twin-turbo V8 is familiar, though this is its highest state of tune, but adding a rear electric motor has swollen outputs to 620 kilowatts and 1400 newton meters. Now this thing weighs 2.4 tons, but can hit 100 in 2.9 seconds, 200 in less than 10 seconds, and 316 k's an hour flat out. Yet it can also do up to 12 kilometers on just electricity. Inside, it's kind of a mix of S-Class and the now superseded GT sports car. It's got these massive screens with every tech feature you could imagine, got leather everywhere, super premium stereo, ambient lighting, but we've also got this rising center console that houses all the various drive bits like drive mode, suspension, gearbox, etc, etc. In the back, the GT63 is now exclusively a 4-seater, but despite the coupe roofline, I've actually got plenty of space back here as well as heated seats, so it's really very livable. And one cool option is this full-length center console that follows through from the front. So we've got more storage as well as charging, heated and cooled cup holders, as well as a separate touchscreen for controlling climate and lighting and such. So obviously being a plug-in hybrid, this is the GT63E's party trick. Leaving the pits now on purely electric power in silence. Gives you up to 12 k's of range, but given we're about to hit the track, let's fire this thing up into race and get into it. Stick it in manual, press the throttle, and off we go. Oh. So obviously the headline numbers are kind of the star of this thing. 4-litre twin-turbo V8 with the electrical assistance, 620 kilowatts and 1400 newton meters. And unsurprisingly, despite the fact that this thing weighs as much as a small house, it is extremely fast. Not only that though, it's not just the power, the hybrid system does a beautiful job of smoothing out all the power curve. So there's fantastic response. There's the way it revs is just so smooth, and power just continues to build. But even though you've got that electrical assistance, you've still got a heap of horsepower as well. You've really got to be careful in some of these corners because they come up extremely quickly. Now the regular GT63, I haven't driven for a few years, but one of the remarkable things about it was, for such a big car, how well it handles racetrack use. And it's a similar story here. There is no escaping physics. This car weighs, I've got me and an instructor in the car, so we're probably on for like 2.6, 2.7 tons. And with that in mind, it's incredible what it can do. There's a whole lot of toys happening here. One of the biggest ones is rear wheel steering. It makes the car rotate so well and takes the pressure off those hard working front tyres. lean on the ceramic brakes, which work hugely hard, but they hang in there. Hate to think how hot they're getting, but they're always there. It's actually funny, the ESP is flashing even at like 200 k's an hour, which shows you just how much power this thing's got. I mean, it would be better on a proper cup tyre. That's not really the point. The point is that this thing's like an Autobahn Express that happens to also be able to hot lap faster than most sports cars. There's great balance, the steering's good, you can lean on it, there's heaps of grip. The way the all-wheel drive shuffles the power around, you can hear the hard-working tyres there, as I probably go in a bit fast, but that's okay. There's fantastic traction. It really is a very accomplished thing, and its only limitation on a racetrack is the weight. But on the road, you're not going to have that problem. You're not going to be at the same limit, and this thing must be an absolute jet. There we go. If we really lean on it, the front starts to wash out a little bit, but equally, we're going at a pace that probably not too many sports cars or supercars could keep up with. And as I mentioned in the intro, the cool thing about AMG is how they're adopting this technology to make cars go faster and make them more exciting. And unlike the new C63, we get to still enjoy this fantastic 4-litre twin-turbo V8, only with even more grunt. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this lap.